You know the feeling. The market takes a bite out of your account, and instantly this voice in your head just screams to win it back. Well, in this explainer, we're unpacking the biology of a trading blowup, surviving tilt. And look, I want to approach this with total empathy today, because if you've been trading for any real length of time, you have absolutely fallen into this trap. But consider this a massive warning alarm too. We're dealing with a biological reality that will drain every cent of your capital if you don't actively build defenses against it.
So, the market takes a bite of your account, and a voice in your head says, double the size, win it back in one trade. Let's be brutally honest. That single, persistent inner voice has ended more trading careers than every market crash combined. In a split second, your goal shifts from making a solid, probabilistic decision to just desperately trying to undo a bad outcome. You stop trading the market entirely, and you start trading your own P&L. Section 1. Anatomy of a blowup. Let's actually watch how a blown account unfolds in real time. Because it rarely happens all at once, right? It's almost always this cascade where your risk math spirals out of control minute by minute as your judgment basically just shrinks. Think back to a recent bad day. At 10 a.m., our trader takes a totally normal, planned 1% loss. The process was fine. But by 10:15 a.m., frustration kicks in. The market feels slightly unfair, so they double the size to 2% risk, just trying to make it back quickly. At 10:18 a.m., literally 3 minutes later, they're stopped out again. And now, logic is just completely out the window. They aggressively enter with 5% risk. That is pure revenge trading. And just 12 minutes later, at 10:30 a.m., they are down a massive 8% on the day. The trader is fully on tilt, the session is ruined, and weeks of careful, disciplined gains are wiped out in half an hour.
Section 2. The biology of tilt. To stop this from happening, we have to stop treating it as some sort of moral failing or a lack of discipline. We have to understand the clinical biology here. Because when you understand the science, you realize you're fighting human evolution, not just a bad habit. Research out of Stanford University by Koonin and Knutson shows that when you take a financial loss, your brain literally processes it in the anterior insula and the amygdala. And those are the exact same neural circuits that register physical pain. Let that sink in for a second. Your brain does not know the difference between losing a trade and being chased by a predator. It perceives that financial loss as a literal, physical survival threat, which triggers a massive, inescapable fight or flight response. When this happens, your rational brain effectively just goes offline. You're not just making a silly mistake, you are physically flooded with chemicals. A massive surge of cortisol, your body's stress hormone, allows your survival-focused amygdala to completely override your analytical prefrontal cortex. Now, your prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain that handles logic, risk evaluation, and probability. But when the amygdala hijacks the system, it shuts all of that down. Your focus narrows, and you're propelled into highly impulsive, risk-seeking behavior just trying to survive the perceived threat. And here is the scariest part. 12 milliseconds. That is how much faster threat processing happens in the amygdala compared to rational thought in your prefrontal cortex. Your emotional reactions are quite literally 12 milliseconds faster than your rational thought, meaning the tilted trader keeps clicking that mouse, firing off new entries while genuinely, biologically no longer thinking. Their physiology has literally taken the wheel before their logic can even register what's going on. Section 3. Symptoms of emotional flooding. So what does this biological override actually look like when you're sitting at your desk? The crucial thing here is spotting these observable symptoms before they completely drain your account. First off, you'll see your position sizes growing rapidly right after a loss. Second, you'll catch yourself making instant re-entries into a trade you literally just got stopped out of, desperately trying to prove that you were right all along. Third, you'll see your stop-loss rules completely abandoned or widened simply because your brain cannot accept taking another hit. And finally, you'll suddenly find yourself trading instruments or timeframes you haven't even studied, just scouring random charts for any setup to win it all back. Now, if this sounds uncomfortably familiar, seriously, don't feel ashamed. We've got data from 500,000 accounts analyzed by TradeMedic, and it shows that 37% of traders fall into measurable revenge trading. So this proves that it's a universal biological trap. It is not a personal weakness. Loss aversion, action bias, the gambler's fallacy. This is all just standard human wiring. The pain is very real and very physical, but thankfully, your response to it is highly trainable.
Section 4. Professional circuit breakers. Let's see how this clinical science translates into hard-coded emergency brakes, the exact defenses the pros use to survive their own biology. The absolute golden rule you must follow is this: design your rules in calm moments. The tilted brain cannot save itself. You simply cannot rely on willpower during an amygdala hijack. Willpower is a function of the prefrontal cortex, which, as we just saw, is completely impaired when you're taking a stressful loss. You've got to build your mechanical defenses right now, while your rational brain is firmly in the driver's seat. And the best way to do this is with a highly structured de-escalation ladder. This system automatically forces you to size down your risk as your emotional impairment goes up. Look how strict and punchy this is. Take your first stop out, you maintain your full position size. That if you hit 2 stops in a row, you automatically cut your size down to 75%. After 3 consecutive stops, you drop to 50% size, and, this is key, you mandate a 30-minute break completely away from the screens. And if you hit 4 stops, the trading day is over. Period. Done. This system dynamically scales down your market exposure exactly as your cortisol levels are scaling up. Alongside that ladder, you also have to establish a non-negotiable hard daily loss limit. For most retail accounts, capping this at a 2 to 3% max daily drawdown is really the sweet spot. If you happen to be trading prop firm capital, set your personal stop at about 50 to 60% of the firm's actual limit. This acts as a physical circuit breaker. It forcibly terminates your session before a bad day turns into a career-ending day. It entirely removes the decision-making process at the exact moment you are least equipped to make a good decision. But what if you just took a perfectly normal loss and you just want to prevent the tilt from starting in the first place? How do you actually flush out that cortisol and reset your hijacked brain so you can calmly take the next valid setup? You use what's called the reset ritual. It only takes about 90 seconds. Step 1, you have to physically stand up and step away from the screen. You've got to break that visual lock on the charts. Step 2, take 2 deep breaths in through your nose, followed by a long, slow exhale through your mouth. That's a physiological sigh, and it actively reduces the activation of your sympathetic nervous system. Finally, step 3, say out loud, "This trade is over, the next one is separate." By doing this, you are deliberately and physically deactivating your threat response, literally forcing your prefrontal cortex back online. At the end of the day, trading isn't just about market analysis. It's fundamentally about managing your own biology under intense stress. Because if you don't have these systems in place, your amygdala will eventually take the wheel. So I want you to ask yourself, when you sit down at your screens tomorrow, are you actually trading the market, or are you just trading your own biology? Build your emergency brakes before you need them. Subscribe for the full psychology series. We'll be diving a lot deeper into the science of trading performance in our upcoming explainers. See you next time.